Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to transition a daytime look into an evening look. But I'm going to be filming this video a little differently than how I normally do it. So normally when I do like two different looks, I do one right after the other. So you guys don't actually see what my makeup looks like after a few hours because I'm trying to film everything at once. So for this video, I decided to film the daytime look, wait a few hours, what is in my throat? So for this video, I decided to film the daytime look, wait a few hours, and then come back and film the evening look so you guys can see what my makeup looks like after a few hours, as well as how I would actually touch it up. And also I decided to partner with Clinique on this video because one of their products seriously blew me away with how amazing it made my makeup look for those few hours. So I'm going to be sharing that product with you guys, as well as some of their other new items and classic items. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. All right, guys, I'm gonna start off with a little skin prep. As you guys all know, this is an essential step to flawless long-wearing makeup. Starting off with the HYDROBLUR moisturizer from Clinique. This is a really unique product in that not only is it going to hydrate, it's also going to act as a primer. So it leaves a really smooth finish on the skin, so you don't have to use a separate primer when using this product. On the eyes, I'm using the Clinique PEP-START eye cream, and earlier I was suffering from allergies and my eyes would not stop watering. In case you're wondering why they look so red and irritated around the rim in this video, that is what happened earlier that day. Anyway, moving on to foundation, I'm using the Clinique Super Balanced Silk Makeup. This foundation is so flawless on the skin. I don't know if it was the HYDROBLUR that was making my skin look so smooth, but it just looked so beautiful on the skin. And because of that, and you guys can see it has a really good coverage, I decided to use a lighter shade to highlight down the center of the face. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this all out with my beauty blender. I'm also gonna set with powder, and then from here, I'm going to really quickly just kind of go through everything else I did to complete the day look because I have done this similar look in other videos, so I'll make sure to link those all within this video. So I'm going in with bronzer, blush, and highlight. I'm using my bronzer as a crease color and so on. So I'm going to jump back in here in just a moment to go over all the other steps I did to complete this day look before jumping into the evening look. From here, I just have a couple more steps and I'm done. So I'm gonna go in with the Flutter to Full Mascara. As you guys can see, there's like a little dial in the center. So it allows you to turn it in order to do a more natural lash look or a more volumized, bold look. So for the daytime look, I'm going for more of a natural finish, and then I'm going to be using the Clinique Black KAJAL eyeliner to tightline, but I'm not going to apply the eyeliner anywhere else because we want this to look really natural and soft for the daytime. Oh, and then earlier I forgot to apply the blush, so I'm going in with the blush now, and then to finish off the look, I'm going to tap just a tiny bit of the Clinique Pop Matte Lip Color in the shade Bold Pop to the lips over some lip balm for a natural finish, and that completes the daytime look. And I'm back after wearing this makeup for a few hours, so now I'm going to show you guys how to properly touch this up while also transitioning it into an evening look. So the first thing you want to do is see where you've gotten oily, and I am actually really pleasantly surprised by how my makeup looks after a few hours, and I really think it has to do with this product. I had seen Jordan Liberty talk about this before, and if you're someone who doesn't like to layer moisturizer, serums, a primer, then foundation, then powder, this will eliminate a step because it's going to be your primer and moisturizer in one, and it really kept my dry areas hydrated and kept everything else pretty matte. Got a little bit of oil around the nose, but other than that, I don't think there's too much oil on my face. But regardless, if you do have oil, always take a little blotting paper. Toilet seat covers work really well too, clean ones obviously, and then just use that to press away any oil, and you can see, did not look like there was that much, but I guess there was. So once you've blotted away all the oil, you want to go ahead and use a foundation powder, one with a little bit of coverage so that you can make up for any loss of foundation. I find that whenever I get oily, certain areas of my foundation do tend to separate, or even if I like touch my face a lot, I'll lose foundation in certain areas and around the lip as well if I touched up my lip throughout the day. So I'm taking a foundation powder. This is the Clinique Stay Matte Sheer Pressed Powder, and I feel it might be a little light, but I think it's gonna work regardless. And then you just wanna lightly dust over any areas where you got oily. You can also use a powder like this to blend out any areas like blush or highlight or bronzer that got messed up throughout the day. You can just blend right on top of it to blend out any smudges or smearing that happen. I always like to buff around the lips to make up for that, you know, lack of foundation that you get around the lips. And then from there, I'm gonna transition the eyes into an evening look. So I'm gonna pick a brown that's a little bit darker than the bronzer. Since there's already bronzer in the crease, we wanna stick with that color range. So I'm gonna take a brown that's just a little bit darker than the bronzer. And I'm gonna start building on that color. So I'm gonna start with this outer V first. I'm using a really tiny brush too, so I can be precise since I already have mascara on. And you can also start picking up darker browns as you build this color. And then I'm also going to apply this to the lower lash line because I didn't have anything under there to begin with. And then from there, I'm just gonna take that same brush I was using earlier to apply the bronzer, and I'm gonna blend this out. And then to make the eyes a little more dramatic, I'm gonna go back in with that KAJAL black eyeliner. And I'm gonna deepen the eyes by adding it to the waterline. And I'm also gonna smudge it around, just around the edges to give it a really nice soft smoky effect. And then I'm gonna take a brush that's a little stiffer and just blend out that eyeliner on top. So I'm just smudging it out. And then I'm just gonna take some more of that brown eyeshadow and use that to blend out the edges of the black liner, top and bottom. And then I'm taking that blending brush and blending it all back out. It's as simple as that. So earlier you saw me using the Flutter to Full mascara on the natural setting. So now I'm gonna twist it over to the more volumizing side. And you can see the little photo on the bottle represents how much product will be on the actual brush. And I'm just gonna layer on some more mascara. No false lashes because ain't nobody got time for that. So we're just gonna layer this on. And that completes the eyes. And now I'm just gonna apply that exact same lip color I had on earlier, but to its full potential. We're gonna vamp it up. And with the lip done and the hair a little more messy, that completes this transition from a day to night look. I hope you guys found some of these tips really helpful for touching up your makeup throughout the day. Make sure to check the description box down below for a list of all the products used in this tutorial. And of course, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I see you in the next one. Bye guys. Now this is what I'm talking about. You guys aren't even ready for the best part, so.